Hello, parents. This is Mrs. Fulbright, your child's ELA teacher. Throughout the year, we'll be using a tool called Google Classroom, and I wanted to give you a little bit of an introduction to what Google Classroom is and how your child will be using Google Classroom throughout the year. I'm not the only teacher that uses Google Classroom. As you can see on this child's screen, another teacher also uses Google Classroom. It just depends on the teacher. What your child will be doing is they will go to classroom.google.com to enter into Google Classroom. Once there, we will show them and model for them how to join a class by clicking on the Add button and putting in a class code that we provide to your child. Once they join the class, a screen like this will pop up showing them their classes in Google Classroom. This child has two. I am using Chloe Fulbright, my daughter's account, just to show you what it looks like from a student's perspective. And once they join the classroom, they'll use their school email to sign in and their school password, which is usually their last name and then their lunch number. We'll do that in class together so that they'll know how to do that. Then what I'll do is I use Google Classroom to assign different topics and assignments for reading and writing. Primarily, the tool will be used for writing assignments. We're going to be trying to do a digital notebook this year and trying to keep everything digital so I can give them very timely and specific feedback on their pieces of writing. That way they can improve throughout the year. As you can see here, this child has Miss Strickland for math, and she also has a Google Classroom. Depending on which class period your child will have with me, I've listed first period for this class. Each child will have a folder depending on which class they are in. So theirs might be a different color than this, but the color combinations help me to identify which class it is. So once they see their screen here, they would go into their Google Classroom for my class. And there's several different options here. Here, the stream gives you a list of activities and assignments that your child has. So when your child is given an assignment on Google Classroom and they want to work on it at home, this is what they would see. Furthermore, they can look to see who their classmates are in that class. And a lot of times parent information will be out to the side. And then the About column allows your child easy access to see their own work. Look at all the information in their Drive folder, which is on Google Drive, which holds all of their assignments. They can look at the classroom calendar of events and assignments, as well as their own Google Calendar. Additionally, teachers will be listed here. We will have one other teacher, Miss Oliver, that will also be listed in our class. They have the option to email me if they wish to do so. But remember to tell your child that it's important to just email serious concerns about the class assignments. The place that they'll be looking the most is the stream, because that's where assignments are listed. But I do want to show you this link here. Right here, the three lines. If you click there, it's an easy access tool for your child to see both of their classes. If they click To Do, that is their to-do list for both classes, not just one. Right now, there are two assignments, one for Fulbright's ELA class and one for Miss Strickland's class for this child. Even though this is an old assignment and this is a pretend assignment I've put in, I just wanted you to see that they can do that quickly. If they finished an assignment, it'll be in the Done category and it'll have a grade next to that assignment once it's graded. That's a great tool for your child to look at. If they wanted to look specifically at Fulbright's again, they click on Fulbright or another class if they wish to do so. Another great tool is their calendar. They can look there to see if any assignments are due. And if any assignments are due, they'll be listed on the calendar. So let's go back to Fulbright's class and let me show you how they would access information here on this site. There are no upcoming due assignments. When I assigned this Young Georgia Authors assignment here, if I had placed a due date on the assignment, that would show up here. Here are some topics. The Getting to Know You topic is here. I could have also put writing as a topic and attached this assignment here to a writing piece, the Young Georgia Authors. So the first thing your child would have seen is the welcome Getting to Know You. It says, welcome to our Google Classroom. Take a moment to tell a bit about yourself so others can get to know you. Answer the following. One thing you are nervous about entering 6th grade. 2 things you're excited about entering 6th grade. 3 things you like to do outside of school. That way the classmates can get to know each other. Right here is where your child would click to add a response. And I will talk to the students about, proper etiquette online, and that it's important that they post things that are appropriate, and that this is not just a chat where they're chatting back and forth. This is just a way to get to know classmates. They can comment additionally on the post. If there are any issues, I can mute their ability to comment. So I always advise them to use this chatting very wisely to be able to put in their comments. So the child can then, I am Chloe, and one thing I enjoy doing outside of school is working on my art. Okay, so I'm just going to put that, although it didn't follow all the criteria, I'm just going to go ahead and push posting, see what happens. Well, it's saying that there's an error. There it goes. Okay, it posted it 3 times. So we're just going to delete the one. All right, and so there is the post there. It shows up right here. And each time another child enters the information, it will pop up. That way all the children can see the different posts. I'll also post myself so that the children can get to know me as well. Now let's say that they have a writing assignment that is due. Right here it says Young Georgia Authors Assignment. They can click open, or they can click here. We're going to click open. And another screen pops up. And right here it says there's a Google Doc assignment. And they're not going to create and they're not going to add an assignment. However, if I ask them to provide a chart and they do something separate, they can add or create a chart to go with their piece of writing. But right here, I've already created the document that they will be writing in. So Chloe would click Chloe Fulbright Young Georgia Authors, and a new document pops up. And it already has Chloe's name and the title of the assignment, which helps me easily access to be able to grade her assignment. Within this piece, she'll be writing a piece. She'll be writing a piece here. Once she finishes all her information, she can share it, or right here, there's usually a button where it says to turn in the assignment. Or back here, once she's finished, what's great about Google Docs, it saves all of the students' work without them having to click the save button. So if the power goes out, or if they accidentally click out of the link at the top, it's automatically saved their work, so their work is safe at that point. Once Chloe finishes writing her piece, there's a turn in button right here. It finally showed up. She can click turn in here. Whether they turn in or not, I will be able to see their work, but it does show that they turn in on time. If they don't turn in there and they X out, they can also turn in right here. And whatever she's typed will save in right here in this screen for me to view. So once she clicks turned in, it's all done. And then she'll receive a grade on it, and she could find the grade right here when she goes back to done assignments, and there will be a grade listed there for her. Again, this is just an easy tool. When she's in her file right here, out to the side, she'll begin seeing comments that I have placed in the document. Let's say she forgot to add a comma, and we had just talked about proper use of commas. I might have a little note out to the side reminding her, remember, Chloe, last week we talked about when we are separating items, we place commas between those items that we're listing. And then she would then go back and correct her work and then click that she done on my comment to show that she had taken care of that information on her paper. It's also a great place for me to say and highlight, wow, your introduction really drew me in as a reader, and those are the types of details that you want to use when you're beginning your piece. So it's comments about things that they're doing that are really, really well that they're doing, or things that maybe they need to work on to help them grow with their piece of writing. So out to the side again, you'll see comments, and it'll have my little face there just like it does in the classroom right here out to the side to show that I've made those comments. That way, you as a parent, when your child's working on something at home, and you can go back and you can see what I've asked them to maybe work on or to continue doing because they did a great job, and see whether or not they're actually going through and attempting those strategies or whatever it is that I've asked them to try. But this is just in a nutshell why we use Google Classroom and how the students can access work if they'd like to do work at home. If you have any other further questions or comments about anything, please just shoot me an email. That's the fastest way to get to me, or message me through Remind on your phone or through email as well. I hope you found this beneficial, and I hope you'll see what a great tool this can be to help your child grow throughout the year to improve their reading and writing. Thank you.